Blushers, bronzers, and highlighters, my faves and fails. Hello beautiful people, this is Anne, Fabulous Life 101. Hey, if you're not already a subscriber, could you please hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications. On my channel, we'll have everything from makeup to meditation to fashion to anything that makes you feel more fabulous at any age. Well, in today's video, I'm going to go over my favorite blushers, bronzers, and highlighters, as well as a few fails. I'm going only on what my opinion is and my experience. So I'm going to start with some of my favorite stick blushers. These are four. All of them are very good. All of them I use interchangeably. Let me show you a little bit about each. This one was actually a sample I got from Milk, and I really do like the brand Milk makeup. See, it's a nice rosy pink color. It goes on really smooth. See it on you, the color is very subtle, but it's very pretty, it's very creamy. It's altogether very nice. It is a premium brand. This is another one I recently bought. This is Ilia. And Ilia Dreamer, this is all like a natural makeup. It's from Europe, Belgium, London, made in the UK. Oh, it's made in the US, but it was developed in Europe. And very similar, it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Very pretty, rosy pink color. Love it. And this one is Rihanna's Fenty Beauty brand. This one's called Yacht Life. And this is one of the signature items in her line called the Matchsticks. I just bought one, and again, goes on very smoothly, very pretty color, nice shine. I really like it. And finally, from a brand that I tend to praise quite a bit, ColourPop. This is just their sticks. Again, same qualities as all the others. Smooth, creamy. It's not as shiny or shimmery as some of the others are, but a really good blush stick. And this, I have a special fondness for it because it's the least expensive. It's basically drugstore prices. I think it's like $7. Now I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to talk about my favorite powder blushes. There are so many powder blushes out there. Many of them are very good. These are just a few of my favorites. This is the newest one I just bought. Chiara Ferragni. I did a whole video on her brand. I love it. It's made in Italy. It's got her little symbolic eye on it. And it's a nice satiny finish. Very beautiful. Just touch it up a little bit here. Really like this. It's got a nice mirror, beautiful case. This is probably my all-time favorite, but it is sort of a premium brand. Another good one, Tarte. This one is part of the Amazonian Clay collection. And this color is more of a nudie, sort of a bronzy pink. But I do like it a lot. I do like the texture of this Amazonian Clay for a blush. This was actually just a trial size, but I may wind up buying a larger one. And then the third one is probably my favorite budget brand. This is Love Struck from J.Cat Beauty, blusher and bronzer because it comes in a whole bunch of different shades. The color I got was called Honey Bunches, which is sort of a honey pink. Very pretty, and it has a little cat there. So again, there's so many really good ones out there. These are just three of my current favorites. Now, as far as the liquids, this one has been receiving a lot of positive reviews. The Rare Beauty. What I bought was the Soft Pinch Blush Trio. These are three very soft pastel colors. What a lot of people have said about the Rare Beauty is that it's very, very intense color. And you have to blend it with your finger or with a sponge to get it to look right. But these nice soft pastel colors are absolutely gorgeous. And it is, well, it does come out a little bit strong. This one has a little wand. You see, it comes out, it blends in so nicely. So I've been getting a lot of use out of these. I'm glad I got these pastel colors because the color is so intense. It would be a bit strong using one of the more intense colors, particularly for my complexion. Now I want to get into some of these, I guess they're sort of a putty. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. And I do love e.l.f. Putty Primer is one of my favorite products. The blush, it's more solid, a little bit harder to use than the primer, but It comes out on the finger very smoothly. Just put your finger in and then rub it in. A nice amount of color, also very inexpensive. Highly recommend. The shade I got was a little bit pink. I might want to try with a more neutral shade, but I like this as well. And also here's something similar from ColourPop. This one is called Gummy More, some Super Shock Cheek Tie-Dye. And this one has sort of a blended tie-dye tone. The color is more subtle. This is not one of my favorite ColourPop products, actually. I wouldn't call it a complete fail, but you can't just tap it on with a brush because the color just isn't that strong. You have to really press with your finger and then press on your cheeks. But it is pretty. It is soft. It's a cute little ColourPop potted packaging. So it's not a complete fail. All right, now I'm going to go with a couple that were sort of fails for me. This one is actually something my daughter bought. When she was a kid, she loved SpongeBob. And this was the SpongeBob collection from Wet n Wild. And while I love Wet n Wild, and I thought this was just so cute, it's just a very, very shiny gold. I'm going to take a little brush and put this on. And it's just really shiny gold. Now on a teenage skin, even 20-something skin, it can just be a nice little effect if you're going out partying or whatever. On more mature skin, it just, I'd have to say it's kind of a failed. It's just too sparkly. And the same thing, this one was from Beauty Bay. This is called Glaze. Beauty Bay is a UK company. And this one is just, it looks sort of like foil. So you put it on with a brush, and I'm going to just find a place on my arm, just dust it. It has a nice shimmer, but again, it's just too sparkly, I think, particularly for mature skin. I think it'd be good on like a young person going to the club. It just didn't really work for me. Now I'm getting into a couple of my favorite, the palettes. This is by Jaclyn Cosmetics, Jaclyn Hill, and this is her bronze blush duo. And the two shades I got were Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. I love this. The shades are just so beautiful. She uses the same process in making these as she does in her highlighters. So it has a little natural shimmer. You don't even really need a highlighter when you're using this blush and bronzer. I love it. It is $36. Something that I found that's a lot less. And this is actually called Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette from Flower Beauty. This is Drew Barrymore's brand. And this one's a nice blush, this is a nice bronzer, this one's more of a highlighter, but it has just the right amount of shimmer and shine to make your cheeks glow, add a little color. This is great for like in the hollows of the cheeks. So this is also a favorite of mine. I think it's like, I want to say $14, but it's very inexpensive. So now I'm going into something that's completely different. This is the more luminous liquid products. And sort of the queen of high-end beauty right now is Charlotte Tilbury. This is just a sample size, the Hollywood Flawless Filter. And I love it. It's very subtle. I think it's made for more mature skin. It doesn't have like a lot of sparkles, but you just put a touch here and just sort of blend it in. I like to take maybe a sponge or a finger, and it gives you just that right amount of shine. So I'm a big fan of this. When this gives out, I probably will go ahead and buy the full size. Another one I just tried, similar, Anastasia Liquid Glow. I got this when Ulta actually had it half price a couple of weeks ago. The color I got was Oyster, and it's just got a nice amount of shine and glow. Again, you can put it on your face. It doesn't really sparkle too much. It just adds a little bit of shimmer, like right on your cheekbones, or if you want to put it around the jawline, or anywhere you want to add a little bit of shine. So these two definitely get the thumbs up. I love them both, the Charlotte Tilbury and the Anastasia Liquid Glow, Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow. And finally, I have to acknowledge the queen of highlighters, Jeffree Star. This is probably my all-time favorite highlighter palette, and it really doubles as a blush and bronzer as well. This is the 24 karat Skin Frost palette. If you look at all of these colors, this one, Legendary, makes a great blush. Also, I guess it's called Giza. Liberace, that is sort of along the lines of the really sparkly. I tend to use that more as a topping for eyeshadow than on my face. Dark Horse and King Tut are nice bronzers. Sarcophagus is a really nice, gentle, subtle highlighter. Another one from Jeffree, this is the Sacred Glass. This one does have a little bit more glitter, but again, this pink makes a nice blush. And these are just very soft, gentle highlighters. It's not too much sparkle. You can just put this on and just shine a little bit. You can make it as subtle or as sparkly as you want if you go in really heavy. And the third palette by Jeffree I have, this is the one, the Cavity palette. This one, unfortunately, the highlighter shade, it dropped it and it broke. And that does happen with some of these palettes. But the Cavity's a nice pink, Rose Gold, a nice bronze, and the Frozen Prick, I don't really use that, but people with with a darker complexion, I think it would make a nice blush. So again, the formula that Jeffree uses is absolutely beautiful, stunning. So I'll always acknowledge that as one of my favorites. Although there have been some really strong challenges with the Jaclyn Hill, the Flower Beauty, and some of the others that I've tried. Do you have a favorite blush, bronzer, or highlighter that you'd like to tell me about? If so, please leave a comment down below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and let me know what your favorite products are. Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day. Peace, love, and light.